Welcome back to KSTV5 News at 9. The Bubble Ball for Wish's Sake is the signature event for Make-A-Wish Foundation, Missouri and Kansas, to make dreams come true for children in our area with critical illnesses. But like so many things this year, the event unfortunately will not happen. I spoke with the organization's governing board chair, Denise Kruse, to find out how the pandemic has affected their ability to grant the wishes of children they serve and how we can take 5 to care and help. So, Denise, how has COVID-19 impacted the mission of Make-A-Wish?
Unfortunately, 75% of our wishes that children that are critically ill request are, I wish to go, which is travel. And travel wishes, as you know, both nationally and internationally have been cut due to the safety and health of our whole country. So unfortunately, many of these children, some of which unfortunately don't have a lot of time, others do, but because it is just for critically ill children. However, it's very sad to have to tell a child that their wish to go is not going to be granted. So that's been very hard for our staff too, to have to talk to families about very creatively what are other wishes that we can grant for their children.
Whenever we get the stories about just the child's day and their wish being granted, those stories are so special. And I know that you will still try to grant some wishes. Could you share some of those examples?
Sure. Not surprisingly, some of the wishes that have been very hot to this summer, if you will, are splash pads, anything outside pool, playgrounds, puppies. Puppies have been big. But we have a really special wish right here in Olathe, Kansas, for a little boy named Bronson that we're granting that has a lot of health issues, including his inability to walk or talk. However, he has a huge heart, and he's in middle school at Aubrey Bend, and his wish is to have a wheelchair accessible playground for his school, so that children from all over can come and have wheelchair accessible experience. So because of his generous heart, that's what we're going to do. So it's not just going to be for him, but he's going to share it with the city.
What other ways has this pandemic had an impact on your organization?
Well, not surprisingly, as organizations, companies right here locally have been hit economically, and so donations are down. Company sponsorships and fundraising donations that they've committed to, while they have every intent to continue, as you can imagine when they're dealing with laying off employees, etc., something has to give. And so kids are still getting ill. Cancer is not taking a break because of COVID. Wishes are still needing to be granted, because we know statistically when a child has a wish being granted, they improve from a health standpoint. And it's for their whole family. And as we also know, families have a huge negative impact from a sick child. So siblings, parents, etc. So we want to be able to still instill hope and joy in their lives. And so we need the donations still to take care of wishes that are being granted, and as creatively as we can. So that's been a tough thing to understand our city's need and our employers at the same time understand the children's need to have their wishes granted.
And they need those donations now more than ever. Take 5 to care and take part in Bubble Ball for Wish's Sake 2021. That new date is March 5th. The event begins at 6 p.m. and takes place at the Abbott Event Space off Cherry Street in Kansas City, Missouri. For more information, go to KSTV5.com and click Take 5 to Care.